What is up, everybody? I hope everybody is having a wonderful day, as usual. You know, I never wish that anybody has a really bad day. Although one of these days, I might turn on the video and just be like, hey, I hope you're having a horrible day. And that will be the entirety of the video. That'd be kind of interesting. But anyway, today's topic is one we've actually talked about before. We're going back to the support system. I know my very first Links Uncut video was about support, and I referenced my dad and how he had supported me and in his own way and stuff. And now I want to bring up another person, and I've got a ton of people to get through, and I'm not doing these in order of importance or anything like that, but I do have a ton of people to get through. So I want to go to our next quote unquote contestant, and this one actually kind of just came into my head this morning. She texted me and said, hey, what are you doing? How are you? Blah, blah, blah. And that's my sister. My sister has, well, I guess I should give you some background on her. Her name is Courtney, and she is 6 years younger than me. And right now she is in college, which is absolutely crazy for me and makes me feel really old. As a matter of fact, she's having some of the professors that I took in college. And trust me, there is nothing that'll make you feel older. It doesn't matter how old you actually are, than when your baby sister texts you and says, yeah, so this guy remembered you from class you had here, you know. But anyway, she is probably one of the most positive people in my life. You know, her and Anna are right up there as the two that have never said, no, you can't do this. No, that's a bad idea. Overall, just one of the most supportive people towards me in terms of a mental aspect that there is. You know, I talked last week about how my dad had enough faith in me to give me a loan to make sure I had the equipment I need so I could stream on Twitch effectively and get the partnership and stuff. Courtney writes a check just with her attitude. I mean, she has always been there, and I know she always will be. And she is honestly one of the most supportive people that I know. As a matter of fact, this morning she offered to basically take over my entire social media because it becomes a burden, right? You can even look over to the side of the screen there. I think it's that way. You can look that way and see all the different links I have, and that's just some of them. That's not even my biggest one, my Twitch one. And you know, a lot of it gets overwhelming because I have 30, 40 people add me a day on each, and then all the messages and stuff like that. And she sees that and she wants to help, and it means a lot. It really, really does. So, I just appreciate every effort she has put in, and everything she does in order to make sure that I have what I need. And I really, really appreciate her. She's going through a lot right now. She has college, and she's driving now, and she's got a job at the church, and now she's going to start doing social media for a family friend of ours. You know, I've told you about Freshwater. She's going to be working over there, and then she wanted to help me out with this, and she does a lot, and she is one of the smartest girls that I know. She lacks a little bit of common sense sometimes, and I'll tell you a story about her here in a sec. But she honestly is very, very hardworking, good work ethic, gets done what needs to be done, has goals, achieves them, exceeds them, sets higher goals, and does the same thing, rinse and repeat. So honestly, in that sense, she's the opposite of me, right? Because I'm very lazy. I tend not to exceed goals as much as I should. But extremely intelligent, beautiful, and definitely going to go somewhere in life. So I'm excited to see where that is. But being as that this is Link Bright's channel, and we are based kind of on entertainment and comedy, I do have to share at least one story that comes to mind, and I've got tons, obviously, being my sister. Actually, I got two. Okay, so the very first one that popped into mind when I was going over what I was going to do in this video is she likes to be a smartass sometimes, and sometimes it gets her into trouble. So one time she was back talking me about something, and she called me a dummy, and she spelled it out, and I don't remember what led to her spelling it out, but she spelled it out, and she goes, "You're a dummy, you D-U-M-B-Y," and of course, you know, dummy doesn't have a B in it, and so I took that opportunity, and I let her have it, and she goes, "Well, the word dumb has B in it, so obviously dummy's gonna have a B in it. You're obviously dumb. Why don't you look it up?" Okay, so, you know, we looked it up. And I was right, of course, but that I remember very specifically. I don't know why I remember that one so much, but I do. And then just a general memory that I always bring up to her, and I wish, oh my God, listen, I wish I had these videos. I do. I wouldn't share them on the internet or anything, but just to show to family. Back when I first got my first cell phone, I think I was like 14 or something like that, and it was cool because it had a camera on the front. I remember when people used to freak out about that, and mine did. So I would go around like taking pictures or recording or whatever, and one of the things I remember is Courtney used to have this huge attitude problem back when she was 8. Like, I mean, like, you did not want to not give her way just because of the attitude that was going to come after it. And I remember one time Mom told her she couldn't have something, and I can't remember what it was. And of course I was recording. I don't even know why, but Courtney just let out this wail of a scream, like, "Oh my God, Mom!" And she's like screaming everywhere, throwing couch pillows and jumping, literally, like, you know, the overacted temper tantrum you see on TV where the kid like jumps down and is like slamming their fists and their feet. That's what she was doing. And she's like screaming, and she's going, "Michael, put that phone away, I'll kill you." And oh man, she's an angel now compared to what she was. Let me tell you something. I guess I have one more. Okay, I have one more. And she's probably getting upset watching this video, like, what else are you gonna tell them? So we used to have this room upstairs in the house we spent most of our time in, and that we lived in, and that my parents still live in now. I had one room, she had one room at the end of the hall, right? And then on that same hall, there was a separate room that was like a guest room. We called it the blue room because it was painted blue. And yeah, so she and I used to get up like at 6 or 7 on summer days or whatever and just go watch TV, right? There was a TV in there, a remote. We'd get a bowl of cereal, sit there, watch TV, and that was pretty much our whole day until like noon. So one time I remember something came on and she didn't want to watch it or something, and you know, I made her watch it, and I'm 6 years older than her. I can do what I want. And she chucked, like, now you got to understand, this is back in the day where the TV remote was like run by like 4 AA batteries and was like the really thick one, you remember? She chucked that full force at the back of my head, like to the point where I was in so much pain I just had to bend over and put my head between my knees. Like, I was freaking out. Immediately, this little witch jumps up and goes downstairs and says, "Mom, Michael threw the remote at me. Ow!" And of course, I get yelled at like I did anything. I'm sitting there in pain, like keeled over, and because this chick didn't want to watch my show or whatever, and she's downstairs telling Mom. So here comes Mom walking up the stairs. "Mikey, what did you do to your sister? Why do you always have to do this? You always have to start something. I don't understand why we can't just have a peaceful summer day, blah, 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 blah." And I'm going, "Mom, I'm in so much pain. There's a lump." Like, literally, there was a lump this big on the back of my head. And she saw it and she goes, "Oh, Courtney, don't throw stuff at your brother," and walk back downstairs. I was like, what the hell? Are you serious? That's what happens? But yeah. My sister is great though, and I'm sure she's going to become more active in the stream and the YouTube. Maybe, who knows? So I'm definitely going to send her this one so she knows. But yeah, Courtney, if you're watching, I love you. You have been amazing, and I can't wait to see what you're going to turn into in the future. You're only 17 years old, and you're more dedicated and have a better work ethic than almost any young woman I know. And I know Anna and I both think that. And you have your flaws. Everybody does. But honestly, you are perfect to me, and I love you very much. So I guess that's it for this video, and I will be streaming today. I know I said I was going to stream yesterday. I couldn't. I had to go fix tires on Anna's car. Actually, we just got the oil changed. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to be streaming today around 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I know I haven't streamed a ton, but that's about to change. We have a big announcement that's coming as well. A lot of good stuff happening, so please be sure to be there. I'd love to see you there. And yeah, comment below what you thought about the video. If you thought anything, if you thought, hey, your face is weird, you can comment that. That's fine. I will guarantee you, if you comment that, I will like it and respond. So I do appreciate you guys being here, and I'm out.